Hello, story listeners. This is Arena Julia with the beautiful story of Riley in the Rafters. This was the first night Riley had ever spent without his mother. Without her, the world seemed too large and too lonely, and Riley felt too small and too lowly. He missed his mother very much. With his mother, Riley had learned to listen to the noises of the night. Some noises had set their hearts pounding, freezing their bodies like statues. Some noises had sent them scurrying high into the branches as fast as their four legs could carry them. With his mother, Riley had learned to hang by his tail to eat blossoms and shoots, hugging grey shadows for protective camouflage. And with his mother, Riley had learned to hide in black pockets in the cloak of night when he went to ground. Then, when they'd sensed the stillness at the end of night, the stillness that told them it was time to make their way home to the rafters, they'd hidden in black pockets and hugged grey shadows all the way until they were safe. From there, they'd watched as the first hands of dawn appeared to fold the dark cloak of night away to make the morning. With the coming of morning, as they'd settled for their long day of sleep, Riley had felt the love from her heart to his, and from his heart to hers. Somehow, because of this, he'd always felt more himself inside. But now, with his mother gone, now the noises froze Riley with too much fear. Now he felt that the grey shadows would swallow him up and that the black pockets would smother him. So he sat in the rafters all night long, waiting for morning, for sleep. When sleep finally came, Riley dreamt of his mother. Down she came to him in a wisp of light, and she whispered his mother. She whispered to Riley, into his ear, into his dreams. "Remember me, Riley, honour me," she whispered. "Look after you, my son, honour you." Riley could feel the love from her heart to his, and he was sending his love from his heart to hers. But somehow, he still wasn't feeling himself inside. The next evening, when Riley awoke, his mother's voice echoed from his dreams into his memory. "How can I remember you tonight, my mother?" Riley asked as he peered into the night. "How will I honour you? How can I look after me tonight, my mother? How will I honour me?" Riley could feel the whisper of his mother's words dancing softly through him. He could feel the love from her heart to his. So he took a deep, deep breath and bravely crept out from the rafters into the world of night. Riley listened to the noises of the night just as he'd done with his mother. Some noises set his heart pounding, freezing his body like a statue. Some noises sent him scurrying high into the branches as fast as his four legs could carry him. As he reached for blossoms and shoots, he hung by his tail, hugging grey shadows for protective camouflage. And when he went to ground, he hid in black pockets in the cloak of night. Then, when he sensed the stillness at the end of night, the stillness that told him it was time to make his way home to the rafters, he hid in black pockets and hugged grey shadows all the way until he was safe. From there, he watched as the first hands of dawn appeared to fold the dark cloak of night away to make the morning. With the coming of morning, Riley fell asleep, and in his sleep he dreamt of his mother. Down she came to him in a wisp of light, and she whispered his mother. She whispered to Riley, into his ear, into his dreams. "You remembered me, Riley," she whispered. "You honoured me. You looked after you, my son. You honoured you." Riley could feel the whisper of his mother's words dancing softly through him. He could feel her love from her heart to his, and he was sending his love from his heart to hers. And somehow, because of this, he was beginning to feel just a little more like himself inside. And that's the end of Riley's beautiful story. Did you know that you can make a difference to the well-being of the possums who share your garden? Here are some everyday, considerate things you can do. Find a high, safe place to put up a possum box. If you must remove a tree, check for possums first. Ask your local wildlife service for advice so your possum has a better chance of survival. Keep your pets and their pet food inside at night. Leave out small dishes of water and refresh them each evening. Make sure they are placed high enough to keep toads out of them. Plant some native shrubs for their healthy leaves and flowers and fruits. When you are out driving at night, slow down so you can stop in time for a possum when it is trying to cross the road. Find out contact details for your local wildlife rescue services, including after-hours contacts. Being nocturnal, most possums are injured at night, so please do it now and put the numbers where you can easily find them so you are ready for an emergency before it happens. Riley says, "Thank you for caring."